Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Building with Sausage. This is Mythical Sausage here. Hello, what's up everybody, man? Today is a very special day and I get this asked a lot. Sausage, when are you gonna do a download link for your tutorial world? You did one like about 6 months ago and I was like, you know what, it's coming. It's coming very, very soon, and you know what? Today is that day. There's a little link in the description right now with the actual, the save file for this world, and it's amazing. I have literally, not counting what we're gonna see right down this road, because I'm gonna give a little walkthrough to what we got, but what we got down that road, oh man, we got, I think right now we're really close to 150 tutorials that are on this world. If you go all the way down that road, you're gonna be greeted with probably close to 150 builds, okay? And then one build that I haven't done a tutorial yet. It's all the way at the end, that direction. But I'm gonna show you right now, and probably the next episode will be that tutorial for that build. But we got so many builds down here. This is my pride and joy, my babies. If you guys ever wanted a world download with all my builds, here it is. This is pretty much 100. This is 150, okay? And you're gonna like it. It's a bunch of different styles, a bunch of cool, all the way from the very, very beginning when we did our first little starter house, all the way down this road. Very, very close to 150, okay? Very close. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me do a little walkthrough though, so you guys can see exactly what we have from this specific download. It's a bunch down that way, but I released that whenever we finished this fantasy village upgrade, which I think was about Christmas time, this last Christmas. But whatever, we're gonna go ahead start right after this fantasy village upgrade concluded. Okay, so let's go and do a little walkthrough, and I'll show you what we got going here from this all the way down to the end. So right here, this is our man. I love this house. This is from our single player vanilla series, 1.12 series, right there. It's our starter house. It's so cool. Love that one. And then here's where we started our mini series, literally the mini series of our tiny builds. So it's like a little starter tiny little wall right there. We have our first little tiny little baby starter house. We got our tiny little barn right there. Our tiny crop field. Oh man, look at this one, the little tiny keep right there. That's so cool. I love that. We got our tiny blacksmith, our baby tiny little tree house. And I'm just gonna breeze through this. So if you guys also want to check out any of these build specific, there's always also a link in the description with the playlist. Just go browse, man. We got all these lined up into specific separate tutorials. So we're just gonna fly through these just so you guys can see what's in this download right now. So we got our baby tiny little desert house right there. This is the smallest inn. This is the coolest. I love that little inn. So cool. Tiny bridge right there. This is our tiny stable. Yeah, I love that. Our baby tiny little baker right here. This, man, I love this one. This is another little tiny keep right here. This is so cool. I love that. Oh, a little hobbit hole. Come on, you know I love this hobbit hole so much. It's so little and cute, man. I love it. I want to do more hobbit holes. Oh man, I'm getting inspired right now. I want to build my own, some more stuff. This is a little fishing hut right there. Oh, I like this, like a little ruin. So cute. Tiny clock tower with a tiny lighthouse right next door. This is so cool. Our little barracks, was that? Like a little barracks thing? Oh man, I love this. I'm gonna make a big version of this. Man, I wanna make a big version of this. It's like a little baby coliseum here. It's so cool, I love that one. Our starter tiny little church right there. I have no idea what this was. A flower shop or something? This was cute. We got a little, what is this, a suburban? We got a little Victorian. I love this Victorian. I want to make this like triple the size. Big bills coming. Oh man, then we started getting a little bigger after that tiny suburban. After this Victorian, I went ahead and made this a cool medieval house. I love this medieval house so much. This is literally one of my top 10 medieval houses. I love the style and just the shapes of that one. That one's really cool. Little gatehouse. I love that gatehouse stuff. We went a little Greek right here with a little Greek Parthenon looking tiny baby build right there. Oh, and this is our inn. Oh, I love that inn. That is so nice. I love the thickness. It's a thick boy right there. Our two-player house. That's really cool. Oh, we went Asian a little bit right here with this build, man. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm using my boy Jermy Bird, our boy Jermsy voice pack with these builds. So you guys can use any pack though, but if you want to try a really cool vanilla pack, man, I suggest Jerm's, and I'm putting it down there in the description as well. But this also, all these look good in default too. I check, trust me. It also looks pretty good in Conquest too, my lad. But here we got a little, oh, this for Christmas, a little Christmas tree, a little gingerbread house. I love that gingerbread house. Oh baby, our little apartment house. I love this one. Love this one to bits. And then we have, went back to little baby builds, starter houses, little wagons. Oh, I like this tower. That little medieval tower right there, man. We went back with another sexy medieval one right there, so cool. Market stall, Inspirazione, yes, very cool. Another 2-player house. We went big from the last one. We did a little bigger here. Oh, I'm gonna do a 4-player house very, very soon. I got an idea for that. You watch. Little starter house right there, baby cutes. I love those little starter houses. We got our ship, a little tiny boat there. Some Nordic. Oh, baby, that Nordic. Oh, and then I did some Western. Oh, and I got a special Western build coming up very soon. You guys just watch. But this is a little barbecue restaurant kind of thing. I like that. I think they do takeout only though. We went with a Hobbit hole inspired nether portal. Love it. Then we went a little cool with it. I love this. This is a little, what is this? The medieval house? It's very cool. It could really, I would just want to live in there. I love that house. It's so cool. We went with some more, this is almost like fantasy Nordic right there, and then we went crazy. Ooh, I don't know what happened over here. For some reason, this area gets some weird lighting glitches. I made one tower here, but then I decided to keep the second one once we did the tutorial on it, and I joined it together with that bridge. Look how cool, man. This is actually inspired from when I went on a trip to Italy, and I hung out in Venice. It had this beautiful tower over there, and I tried to recreate it, and I joined those two up. That came out really cool. This is another 2-player house, like a duplex. I love that. That's awesome. And this is our abandoned house, man. I got some idea for some ruins that's coming up, and I actually did one. And you'll see, it's kind of like off camera. You'll see what I did with one build specific, and I kept it. Like, you know how we kept the extra tower over here? I kept another build, and I made it into ruins, which is really cool. We got a little Nordic style tower right there. Love that. Oh, this advanced medieval house. I love that right there. I love that house. That is so cool. Another 2-player house right here with a little separate I love this little wheat field on the top, cross bridge kind of looking thing. That's so cool. Love it. This is when we did our April Fool's joke. I did a little dirt house in Spanish. I can't wait. It was to do that again. Me gusta mucho. That's so cool. Oh, this what is this, a farmhouse? I love this farmhouse. This farmhouse is literally one of my favorites. Top 10 right there. Oh man, then I started branching out with some Spanish style houses, and I love this one. And this inspired the big one we got going over there. Man, I love it. We went out with another tower right here. Very cool tower. Little sandstone-y looking tower. I like this. Almost like kind of like what style is this? I don't even know. It's pretty. That's the style it is. We went with a little Asian market right there. I love this one to bits. So cool. And I might still do that Asian inspired village right here coming up very soon. I've been wanting to do a village upgrade for a very long time. Just one more time. This one, oh, I love this one. The shapes on this medieval house, that's so cool. Then we went with a little townhouse inspired by my own buildings I have in my single player world. Very sexy, look at that. Then we went for some, I like this. This is a cyberpunk inspired build. I started watching some Blade Runner, and I wanted to make like a little cyberpunk style build. That one came out pretty cool. Then we went all steampunk on this one with this was like fantasy steampunk hybrid floating with little propellers on the bottom. I love that, with a little baby balloon. You know that balloon ain't doing nothing. That balloon ain't holding that thing up. The propeller's doing all the work. I like that one. That was very cool. Then we went a little tiny baby with a little starter house right there. I love that one. That one's super cool. We went with the desert tower and wall combo. This one is very, very cool. If you want to put this in your little desert world, man, I love this one. This is a cool little combo. Very cool. And then here, oh, this church though. This is one of my pride and joy churches, man. I've done some sexy churches in my day, but this is literally one of my favorite. The shapes on this one, man, and you guys do too. I've been hearing a bunch of stuff. People recreating this in their world, changing also the blocks and stuff to match their area. I love that church. Man, I love this one. And then we went with a big old Spanish style church. I love this church too. We went back-to-back churches. Actually, that was more like a little chapel. This is like a big old church. Look at this. Come on, look at the shapes on that one. I love it. Then we went a little Nordic style, little tiny baby Nordic style house right here. Love it, love it. And then we went back to some more Spanish, Italian style house right there, man. Inspired by the one we did over there, but we changed the block palette with some stone. Some sandstone. Very cool. I love that one. And then we went with a little fishing hut over here. Very cool, very nice, very rustic looking. I love it. And then we went even more rustic with this little farmhouse right there. I love that roof so much. I want to do more of that. I actually want to plop a whole village with this style, man. That's going to be really, really cool. And then we went with our little tower. We're coming up to the end right now, right? Really close to the end. I went with this cool little tower, little medieval tower. A little tiny baby sandstone starter house with a little basement there. I love that one, especially with a little tarp right there. Tiny little tree house, starter tree house. This one, oh, so cool. I love the way this feels. I'll live on that tree house. I'll live in that tree house right there. And then we went with our, this one inspired by the last and inspired by the other one over there, another Italian style. In Spanish, it's more Spanish. I think it's more Spanish, but you could make it Italian. But I like this more like a Spanish style villa. I could totally see this somewhere in Barcelona, you know, hanging out. So cool. And we built a second one, but this one, you know, I usually would tear down whenever we build the second one as a tutorial, but I decided to keep it. I made it all like war torn, like almost like this, like World War II, destroyed and all messed up. Look how cool that looks on the inside. Look at that. Isn't that cool? There's some bombs here too. Look at that. Put those little iron blocks there, like little bombs dropped in here. I love that. I love doing that. That's pretty cool. Make some real ruins in here. And then the best build in the history of builds right here is our tiny little starter house, tiniest house in the world. I love that. This is like the pinnacle of excellence in building right there. Very beautiful. And then we have our little starter house right there, another little cute survival starter house. And then we got this bad boy. This is the next tutorial coming up, so this is a little sneak peek. This is the next tutorial lined up, probably coming out the next day after this is released, but be on the lookout for that. If you're looking at this video way later on, this is literally the next up in the playlist, so that's coming up on the next one. But man, that was it. Hopefully you guys like this little world tour. Downloads are in the description. Go check it out, download it, put it in your save files, and just have fun. Walk around, get some inspiration, man. If you want to keep building down this road, also send me screenshots on Twitter, on Discord. We have a little Discord server too. Just if you want to post your builds, post them. If you're gonna keep adding to this world like I am, but trust me, I'm gonna see if I can make world downloads in this world a little more frequent, not like every 6 months like we did last time. Maybe maybe once a month or something like that. We might drop it because I'm planning to do a lot more builds in this world. So this is a 1.12 world, so hopefully it works out good. And if you're downloading it in whatever launcher you're using, I'll probably upgrade it to 1.13 once it officially gets launched and released. But you know what? I am out of here for now. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoy the world download. We got a lot more coming down that road. Enjoy about 150 builds down that line. But man, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Building with Sausage. See you guys later. Goodbye.